Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, so let's talk about the unit fragment. So I have gotten quite some questions about that, so I mean might as well just make a video on it so you guys can visually see what's going on. So there are a few things I do want to say before we even hop into the actual fragment quest itself. AP. The fragment quest actually does give you some AP, and then if you do pretty much all the ERs, for example, do 3 per day, it's gonna cost you a lot of AP. So I think at the end of the day, you do kind of have to ask yourselves, does the cost benefit weighs in more? Does getting the unit worth more AP than actually doing the event or the story missions or whatnot? So those are definitely something you do have to kind of ask yourselves, because I think by now you guys definitely do see that AP are a very you can say valuable thing that kind of many places kind of wants the AP, you know, for sure, right? But good thing the game does allow you to grab, I want to say, at least per day 500 to 800 depending on how many of the subsequent missions you guys are able to clear. So per day you can at least get 500. So yeah, so let's talk about the other thing, the fragment. So how do you actually get the unit? So yeah, we're just gonna show you guys because I have been farming myself. So this is how you kind of unlock it. So there's 3 rarities in game, right? So we have UR, SRs, and NR. So each of the different rarity obviously is gonna cost a little bit different as far as getting the fragment itself. So to completely unlock a unit from scratch, you will need 200 for UR, 150 for SRs, and then I believe it's like 125 for rares, just the Rs. I think down below should give you guys a better example. So SR up top is gonna, or the URs is gonna take 200. So you can see that some of them I have been filling out some of them already, like the Thunderbolt I have 50 out of 20 because I have been grinding every day. The narrative I have 17 out of 200. The victory 18, Gundam 53. The what is it, the Mark 2 I have 8. So the list goes on and on. So you guys can see I'm definitely performing a lot, so I do definitely suggest you guys to go ahead and do this, because I mean at the end of the day it will be free SSR, or not SSR, UR. So if you don't do it, you're cheating yourselves, because they are a opportunity of getting it. So why not just do it? It's only gonna cost them AP. So and then at rare, yeah, it's 100. So okay, it's not 125, it's just 100. So that's gonna be the baseline. So after you do complete it, right, after you do obtain 200, for example, you aren't able to pull it, you're gonna come back into this page, and then you are gonna click on the unit, and then it should say manufacturer or something like that. So you are gonna be, you know, putting all the pieces together to get the actual unit. So we get that. So that kind of pretty much explains like the basic concept of it. So now we can actually move back into actually doing it. So how I'm doing it now, I think there are some other videos that I talk about. I'm only using the select all, and then I simply do my 3 attempts and call it a day. So let's say you're someone that are new or kind of wondering what to really farm for. So everything in here, you don't farm everything. I don't farm everything. The SRs and then the R's, I don't farm it, because they are something that you will pull tons and tons. So I'm spending my energy, my AP on some valuable things like the R's. I'm spending on those. So they are definitely tons of genres to kind of, you know, go for. Just a lot of series. So I believe on the JP version they have not touched this list. So I don't think they ever added any other more you know, standard banner unit into here. So I think that this is definitely a waste for sure. They could have definitely expanded this roster even more, but I mean, like I mean it is what it is, honestly. I mean it's been so long for the JP version that it really doesn't matter. But all right, so let's gonna go in here. So you guys can see that some of them has different, or has a lot more blueprint to kind of pull for. So for example, on the origin, we have the Zaku one for the short acid bow. So I'm simply going to be completing stage 1-1 and stage 1-2. I know at the beginning, if you guys are starting out, this one is going to be the easy one to form. So you're going to do your 3 attempts and probably that's it. Because if we do go to the next stage, this one is a little bit more challenging. So I think if your account is not anywhere prepared yet, this will be a hard mission to complete. So you guys can definitely come back around some other time to complete it, and then do 3 attempts. So per every unit, for example, you should have 6 attempts from the first stage and the second stage to get some of the actual pilot fragments or the actual unit fragment itself. So we have that. As far as this one right here, I believe this is an SR, so I'm not gonna spend my AP at all. I'm not even gonna be doing it. You can do it. You can definitely do it to get the diamonds. I mean, why not? But other than that, I will never touch this stage because SR are just gonna be something that you can farm. So I'm not even gonna waste my AP on that. So it's gonna be so explanatory for this one as well. So yeah, there's actually a lot more here that I'm not gonna farm because the other ones I don't believe they are URs at all. So these are something that you can definitely grab as well, but I'm not going to be doing it. So this is also a good example to show you guys. So let's say, you know, there's a top tier UR that is hidden on the last slot. You obviously cannot unlock it. So the unfortunate factor is you cannot really unlock the next stage until you hit the 3 or the -2. So the -2 you guys can see is the harder difficulty. So I don't know why they made it like that. It should have been you clear whatever the first level is for that one specific unit. It allows you to move on. So I don't really get the mentality of that, because if that what that means is you pretty much will not even be able to unlock the, let's say for the imaginary best UR for example, right? So that's really unfortunate. But this one's skipping the Zaku because it's pretty much gonna be like a rare. Do you guys think we should waste AP on rares? Obviously not. So that's why I'm only gonna be doing the Gundam. I have not gotten around to play the Zaku 2 yet. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that, right? So I think right now I'm spending roughly about 300 AP, even not the full roster yet. So if I do keep doing a little bit more, I'm pretty sure we should be sitting at the 500 AP per day or even more. So that's why I said the AP consumption is pretty big. So you do have to kind of see, all right, where do I want to do this? So everything else is pretty much going to be self-explanatory, I guess, in a way. So I'm not really going to go through them. So the general purpose of it is to form the URs in here and leave the rares and the SRs alone. So let me see. I think there are definitely some that I did not farm. So this one is only one, so we did that. Zeta, I don't think, yeah, I'm not doing this one because this one is only a rare or a secret rare. So I'm not, the SRs, I'm not doing that. So I think that's that, right? So if you are doing the fast method, I'm gonna jump out of here in a bit. So this one is an entry I have not unlocked yet because I have not cleared or even played it at all. So that's the kind of like the, you know, the story behind it. So if you are gonna do what I currently have unlocked, let's see how many AP is gonna take. So let me actually undo those so you guys can see the rares and the SRs. I'm not doing those. No, I'm simply only gonna be doing the one that's more beneficial to me, and that's it. So let me see how much it's gonna take. So yeah, roughly about 400, and you guys saw that there are some that I have not even unlocked yet. So this AP number is just gonna continue to jump higher and higher, because when we do fulfill those requirements, actually beating it, that's gonna be added on here, and we are gonna just spam skip it every day like that. So 3 attempts, gonna show you guys how much we are able to get. Because right now they do have the campaign up 2 times the fragments, so this is definitely the best time to do it. So it's not bad, right? You get some. This is definitely gonna be something that is gonna over time going to be more and more, but if you don't do it, it will never be more because you never started. So I definitely do recommend you guys, I highly recommend it. If you guys don't want to do it, you know, that's up to you, but I highly recommend it because these are definitely really phenomenal to get, right? You know, it's just starting out yours. But I mean, other than that, that's pretty much all the explanation that I need to do for this one. I feel like I think other than that, it's just for you guys to see, if you guys for you to do it, not me to do it. So I can pretty much say all I want for this one. I like it, whatnot, but at the end of the day, if you feel like the AP, you valued AP on other places, then don't do it. But I mean, like, other than that, that's pretty much what I got for you guys, just a more visualize of how the fragment quest works, and then I'll be catching you guys up on the next one.